Elite Facts presents
10 Mysteries of the Solar System.
10.
The Van Allen belts are areas of magnetically trapped, highly charged particles, and they are part of what makes life on Earth possible. Two of NASA's specialized Van Allen probes discovered a brand new belt around Earth, but soon after it was discovered, it was destroyed by an interplanetary shockwave. Before this belt appeared, we thought we pretty much had Van Allen belts figured out, so much so that when it was detected, the scientist monitoring the data assumed it was a mistake in the equipment. When he found that it wasn't a mistake, he announced the discovery to the scientific community, and they've been working on a new theory on how Van Allen belts work ever since.
9.
Methane has many different possible origins, one of which is a byproduct of life. So when the Curiosity rover found sporadic ejections of methane in the atmosphere, everyone back at home got excited. We definitely don't have enough evidence to jump to any conclusions, but we do know that it's going to be something future rovers will be on the lookout for. While it doesn't confirm anything, it does at least indicate that it's possible to preserve organic compounds. Again, this isn't actual life, it's only its building blocks inside of Mars rocks.
8.
Objects found in and around the Kuiper Belt, the area where Pluto lives, have been found to have red material on their surfaces. This matter isn't found in the inner solar system, and we don't really know what it actually is. Some theorize that the red color indicates that it's made of organic molecules, not to be confused with organic life forms, and that it was cooked by cosmic radiation. However, we don't have anywhere near enough empirical data to believe this to be true. For all we know, it could be ice or Neptune's blood nose splatters.
7.
When the Apollo astronauts reached the dark side of the moon, they saw something quite peculiar. There was a bright glow of light on the horizon during sunset and right before sunset, as well as faint shafts of light appearing shortly before sunrise. We don't know exactly why this happens, but one leading theory, that it was caused by dust reflecting sunlight, got enough attention that a probe was sent near the moon to see if the theory panned out. While we found a cloud of dust as predicted, it was 100 times less dense than it needed to be to explain the glow seen by the astronauts, meaning the glow is now more mysterious than it has ever been.
6.
The red spot on Jupiter is actually a storm that dwarfs even Earth, with it being more than twice the width of the Earth's face. Not only that, but it's been seen since the 1600s. The mystery behind it? We don't know why it's red. We have theories that it's caused by radiation reacting with ammonium hydrosulfide, but we don't know if it's the right shade of red, as creating the conditions on Jupiter's atmosphere in the lab is a little more than just difficult. Not only that, but ammonium hydrosulfide is also predicted to only make up a very, very small percentage of the giant's atmosphere, making the theory a bit of a stretch.
5.
Chaos terrain is pretty awesome to look at, but the chaos terrain on Mars is something else, with irregularly shaped large blocks up to 30 kilometers across and more than 100 meters high. Possibly the most interesting part of this terrain is how we have little idea about how it formed. There's theories that it was caused by huge amounts of water melting under the surface, corroding the formation much the same way most chaos terrain is formed. Then there's the theory that it was caused by volcanic activity burying a thick layer of ice, and then the ice evaporated thanks to Mars' thin atmosphere. But either way, it's still a mystery that remains to be solved.
4.
In late 2012, the Hubble Space Telescope captured an image of Europa, Jupiter's frigid moon, spewing water into space from its south pole. This caused a lot of buzz amongst the astronomy community. Using this water, they could sample the oceans of Europa, testing for life without having to land a probe on its surface. However, ever since then, scientists have tried to find out more about the plumes of water, only to find that there's no evidence of them existing now or ever. They even checked a probe's data that went by Jupiter in 2001 and still found nothing.
3.
Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. It also has the thickest atmosphere of any non-gas giant, which makes it that much harder to study. We generally study it by sending radio wave probes. When we first did this, we found something crazy. The higher you go on Venus, the more radio-reflective the ground gets, until it abruptly goes radio black, according to Elise Harrington, student of Simon Fraser University. One theory is that it's because of a special kind of crystal that changes reflective nature as it varies in temperature. Another is that it's because of ice made from metallic compounds, but neither explanation has been proven.
2,
Occasionally, we'll have our spacecrafts do a flyby of Earth. That is to say that they come as close as possible without being caught up in the gravity. This can give a gravity slingshot effect, which greatly increases their velocity. But the change in speed isn't always predictable. There have been multiple accounts of variable increases or decreases from the calculated speed, and we just don't know why it happens, or even why it doesn't happen every time. One theory suggests that there's a large halo of dark matter around the Earth, which would be a huge discovery, since as far as we know, dark matter should only affect large-scale objects.
1,
This is kind of an obvious one, but it would be a shame to not include it at all. It's arguably the biggest mystery in science. While we know that it's unlikely that Earth is the only planet that houses life, we have zero proof of any life anywhere other than on our home turf. That being said, however, recently a crab-like species was caught by a satellite on Mars. Besides this recent discovery, however, there has been no other signs of life in the universe.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.